Sup, Pleekers, and welcome back to another Pleeka TV recap. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Preacher Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2. I don't know the name of those, so those are just fly up on the screen right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the first one's called On the Road, but I'm not sure about the second one. So I really liked last season of Preacher. All of Season 1 I thought was good.
Mm-hmm.
But these past two episodes, I think I like better than all of last season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because it's so gory and just like, so you see him use his power and just those three together, I like a lot.
He hasn't really used his power too much.
Yeah, but the little bits he has, it's been fun. Just I like him and Cassidy and Tulip all together. So like,
Yeah, I do like them together. I really like. I think Cassidy's probably my favorite, even though he hasn't really done.
me too.
Much.
I do. Although I liked Preacher last year, but I like him a little more this year because he's a little more like, I don't know, I feel like he's
Oh
more.
no, I like.
He's
him
more
too.
like goofy and kind of into himself.
I think I like Tulip less than you do, but
I don't mean, she's okay to me. I don't like. But like, not like I hate her. She's just like, out of all the characters in the show, like even the angels,
Yeah.
she's like on the lowest.
I really like the bad guy.
I do too. The Santa Killer, she's pretty cool
Yeah.
too.
They-
This season it actually makes, because I read like half of the first comic book, and then the only problem with me, like when I read like old comics like that, the big books, I'll start reading it, and then I'll start reading the new comics that are coming out, and it kind of like gets behind, kind of like how we play games.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like halfway through the first Preacher book. So like I already seeing little similarities, like I told you, like with the cops and them and all that, and him showing up, and like the angels telling the Santa Killers to go kill Preacher and all that.
Yeah.
But it actually makes me want to read more to see any other similarities. Like there's one difference I already know is that in the comic it's them like remembering what happened. Like they're sitting in a diner.
Oh right.
And like they'll be telling a story, and if I'm remembering right, I think there's some parts where like Cassidy will be like, "Oh, that's not how it happened," and like he'll tell version stories. Like you don't really know if it's fully how it was.
Right. Oh, that's kind of funny.
But it's kind of like a different little way to tell. But
Right.
like I feel like that'd be weird on a TV show telling it that way.
A little bit.
I
I really like the way the first one started out with the big gun scene and like
yeah,
all
cops just blowing up.
It was chaotic. I didn't like the second episode as much. As
Yeah,
the first
I didn't
one.
either, which is weird because normally, I mean, I guess it's not like it's a pilot, but like normally like the second episodes, like
I
as
think
it
the
goes on,
problem
it gets
is
better.
like, you know, like they're getting married and all that stuff. I was like, all right, let's just go do some shit. So like,
yeah,
when they have those moments where there's not like the action and the gore, I find myself losing interest pretty quick. But like, I still want to know where they're going and stuff.
yeah. Well, one of the moments I like too, like another example how it's very gory but then funny too, is in the first episode when they're at the strip club and they're talking to that chick. And then you keep seeing on the camera like Cassie, like you think he's like eating one of the strippers or whatever. And then security comes in and they're fighting him. So they come in back and forth. And then his gun shoots. It goes through the wall, kills that lady. And then he walked in. He's like, "Oh, buddy, you're in trouble."
Yeah, that was fun.
Like that's another moment that like Cassie's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's funny.
And, like,
And he was drinking a 40 one time.
Yeah, the last night they go into that shop and he pulls out a 40 and she's trying to clean her mouth out because she had she siphoned the gas with an intestine, which is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that was gross.
There's just moments of that that makes me think, oh, I love this more because it's just so much more fun.
Yeah,
And like the whole heroin scene that they had, like a 5-minute heroin scene.
That was weird.
It's cool. Like that reminded me when we were watching that scene. Like they filmed this kind of a lot, like how they filmed Breaking Bad and like Better Call Saul, with like unique camera angles and like and like in that fight scene earlier when like they show the guy's phone move around like that. Like it's like stuff that not a lot of shows film that way. It gives it like its own unique little thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique show.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what Taylor was telling me earlier. She's like, I can definitely see a lot of people being offended by this show.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, well, yeah, especially because it's called Preacher, and there's people getting blown up and like blood everywhere, people eating cats and shit.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I don't even remember the first season all that much. I almost want to rewatch.
I was remembering this. I was like, oh yeah, what about that? The guy that played the new Freddy Krueger, like the boss guy that had that company.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what happened to him? I was like, oh, I think he blew up in the end, but I'm not positive.
The whole town blew up.
But I don't know if he was dead or he left or if he just blew up.
Right.
So like, I kind of want to rewatch some of that because it's been a while.
Yeah.
At least maybe the last couple episodes.
Yeah, it makes me kind of want to rewatch it a little bit.
Then I'm interested in what's going to happen with Arseface.
Yeah, I just assume they're going to like show hell and have him in there.
Yeah, well, because like when we talked about before we did the video, it looks like from at least some of the trailers that he's hanging out with Nazis. I mean, he looks like he's imprisoned by some Nazis in hell.
But this app's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
For some reason, I just picture Adam Sandler shoving
A pineapple in Hitler's ass?
Yeah, I don't know
Could
why.
be. I'm pretty sure they show Hitler too in the trailer. And this is just another guy with a mustache like Hitler in hell. But it
Could be.
looked
Maybe
like
it's just
that.
twin.
So since the Saint of Killers shot, I don't know the angels' names. They're both weird.
Yeah.
Since he shot the other angel this episode, do you think we're gonna see them both together in wherever place the angels die, or do you think they're both just off the show?
Oh, I didn't. I doubt they'd be off the show, but I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Like, I was wondering if like they just go to a different place in hell, and maybe that'll connect to our space,
If
and
they're
that'll connect to
angels, don't
Preacher
they go to
again.
heaven?
I don't know. I mean, they're doing. I see. I don't know. That's where it gets confusing because like they're doing. It's not like they're doing like good
and,
things
like,
up on Earth.
And like, where's God? Do you know what I always picture is God playing skee ball in Dogma.
Oh my God.
That's what I picture. That's like when they say we're
I
looking
guess
for
there is-
God. That's what I picture.
Maybe he is, and maybe it'll connect to Kevin Smith movies after that.
I doubt
Jay and
it.
Silent Bob will show up. You know how
Yeah.
cool that would be. Jay and Silent Bob showing up in Preacher. That'd be pretty goddamn sweet.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to like the rest of the season because like there was some episodes last season where I was like, we gotta watch Preacher because like it might have been a little boring, but it was like because it was getting into like his like how he became a preacher and shit like
right,
that.
right.
But like you also needed to see that to like the characters and get into this stuff
Well,
too.
I'm hoping it's more like the beginning of the first episode than it was the second episode.
I think it'll be a mix of both between the whole seasons.
Yeah.
I did like and think it's cool that Seth Rogen and Evan is it Goldberg
Yeah, I think so.
that they directed the first two episodes. I like that there's
Oh, they did the second one too?
yeah, I like
didn't realize that.
they created the show. I like that they're still in it, like directing episodes. I think they even wrote a couple. I think they wrote the finale last year too.
Yeah.
So that's
No,
cool.
it's-
That's cool how involved they are in it.
Yeah.
Because like,
Because they'd love it. So I mean,
yeah, because
yeah.
that's how I saw that YouTube video they released, like the 30-minute one. Was because
Oh.
Seth Rogen tweeted it out. I was like, hey, if you want to like learn about the character, watch this.
That's why we had to watch.
And
that
it was
whole
it was a
goddamn-
repeat of everything last season.
I was like, you got me excited. I'm like, oh, I want to see this guy's backstory, and then it's like,
And then as you watched it, we're like, oh, we
This
already
is-
knew his backstory.
this is the fucking thing from season 1. It's just all
Yeah.
put together. So,
But it was that was like we said, we forgot some seasons, so it was kind of cool to see
Yeah.
it. Like we all didn't pay attention that well,
no,
but it was
I think
cool.
I went to bed in the middle of it.
Yeah, like like right before he killed the angel guy
Yeah.
and all
Which
that.
is, and then I was like, where's the other guy? Oh, he killed him, and then
Yeah,
that's why you remembered that.
yeah, because I watched it like 3 days ago. That's why. Yeah. So any last things you want to say about Preacher? Like things you liked, things you're looking forward to.
Well, what I'm looking forward to is just to see where it goes.
Do you think they'll find God this season? Or because I don't know how far the comic goes in them looking for God. But
Well,
do you
but-
think they'll do it this season, or do you think it'll be a couple season thing where like they're just on the road doing shit?
I think they're just gonna be on the road doing shit. Because if you find God, isn't it over?
I don't know. I don't
mean,
know.
then
I
what
don't
do
know
you do?
how. I know that's the point of the comic, but I don't know how far into it that goes.
No, I assume they're gonna get in a lot of trouble in Louisiana, and they'll have to like see why Tulips wanted or whatever
Yeah,
she did.
because like it'll like the side should be Tulip being wanted by that guy, plus
Yeah.
the Silent Killer coming after them. Maybe
And there's always
maybe
crazy,
like in the season finale they see God, but he still don't catch
there's
him.
always
You know?
crazy shit happening in New Orleans. So
Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. These 2 episodes
yeah,
have
well,
been
and
real
plus,
good.
I mean, we're in a lull now where Flash is over.
Yeah, most of our shows. I mean, Silicon Valley just ended last night. Like everything's kind of over, so it's really the only show we have.
Yeah, right now until Game of
Yeah,
Thrones starts.
Because
So.
I mean, Doctor Who for me ends next week, so like everything's basically over.
Yeah, and I don't watch Doctor Who.
You should. It's a great show. But yeah, thanks for watching this Pleeka TV recap, Pleakers. Comment down below what you've been thinking of Preacher. I almost what you've been thinking of Pleeka.
Wow.
What you've been thinking
Don't
of
comment
Preacher
that,
this
please.
season. And comment down below what are your theories on what's going to happen the rest of the season. And we'll see you guys next week. I believe next Sunday. If not, then next Monday. I don't know what day Preacher's on.
That's probably something that we should know.
I tried looking at the end of the episode. It wasn't there. But yeah, so whatever. After Preacher next week, just come to our YouTube channel. You'll find us. Bye.